Hello everybody and welcome back to Zoloft 2. We are on day 27 of Recettear. I was supposed to dungeon crawl today, so we'll take a look at that, but first just want to check in where I am. It's the day 27, 29th day, 200,000 pigs are due, so right now, in the news earlier today, let's see, can I check that? News summary? Yeah, price of armor has decreased, price of weapons have decreased, and sweet heaven, the market around thick rope has completely collapsed. So, thick ropes, huh? So, looks like armor is still good, which is interesting, but thick ropes, they're gonna sell for... You don't want to have those out because they're going to... I could go buy them for really cheap, which is actually something I might consider doing, but right now, I think I'll just worry about that later. But seeing as weapons are not good and armor is still relatively red, I am going to put what stock I have out here right now. Gonna do a save. Saves are good. One of those compulsive saves, and then go out. Check the town square. Looks like there's an event going on. Uh-oh, overpriced items. I thought I was the only one that was overpriced. Konnichiwa. Oh, her. I remember her. 500,000 pics. She's gonna start coming to my store. Yuria. So, she's gonna demand really high prices for really rare items or normal items, and it's gonna piss me off. Because she's a chain breaker, and if you want to keep your chains going, you gotta pay her price. Otherwise, you're gonna have to eat your combo chain, so it makes leveling up your merchant really difficult. It's a pain in the ass, but we'll figure it out. We always do, don't we? I'm just curious. Not for sale, so I can't even buy it and it's a price crash. Jeez. Oh well. So, I'm gonna pick up a few of this, pick up that, pick up that. I'm gonna keep, because these are 50% off, I'm gonna keep a few of these around. Some people were asking for weapons. Can I see what if I have status? No, can't do that. Gonna check the market. See what else is there. Golden scales, nope, we're good. I do need a couple books though, so I'm gonna start carrying more expensive books because the customers can actually afford expensive things now, which makes me happy. They're willing to do that. I used to buy a lot of shortcakes and peach tins, so I'm not gonna... Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, buy a few of those. Looks like I could upgrade the store's looks a bit more, but right now I can... I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Starry means it's a little darker. Resort, actually I'll go for resort. And then I could demonstrate the old vendor mechanics too. That might be something interesting to do in the next episode, one of the future episodes. So I'm gonna save my money because I want to go through this next check here. So I'm gonna save as usual. I want to preserve my money, so I go, and then we're gonna take good old Louie. And take good old Louie and go to Amber Garden. That's the name of the dungeon. I know I forget it. Gonna go to Amber Garden, and we're gonna see how we do. Hoorah. Let's do it. Of course, I stop paying attention as soon as I enter the dungeon and run up and get hurt. So, if you haven't seen any of my videos before, that's my modus operandi. I lose complete attention and horrible micro and not, you know, poor micro, poor macro, poor play in general. But good play is not the point here. It's to have fun. I am not one of those competitive players. I'm just enjoying it from a very, I guess you could say, casual, hardcore perspective. Hardcore casual or casual hardcore, I don't know. Let's just have fun. The good news is I'm really close to leveling up. Yeah, I would have tried a little harder to avoid damage if I knew I wasn't going to level up so quickly. So I say. I recently got into Final Fantasy Theatrhythm, and it's like the same thing. I have like weird attention deficit problems, so like I could get really hyper-focused at times, and other times I, you know, take a look up from the screen. And Theatrhythm, for those of you who haven't played Theatrhythm before, it's a rhythm-based game, and it's on the 3DS. Oh, cool, a knife, good knife. So I, when I play it, if I don't focus on it 100%, those little buttons and touches and holds that you need to do in order to perform the song, they pass through really quickly, and I just lose complete focus of it. So it's really funny. I was walking around earlier today. I was playing it, and I look up and I, you know, wave to somebody, and then suddenly it felt like half the song just passed me by. So I took my eye off the ball. I'm not good in sports for that very reason. I keep taking my eye off the ball. So moral of the story: pay attention if you want to play well. It's not my main goal to play well. My main goal to have fun, enjoy it, share the videos. Doing Recettear is very fun. I'll say that, and it's very punishing. And I've seen people do things like speedruns and other sort of videos designed to maximize or those sort of things, and I don't think my goal is that. My goal is have fun, share it, especially for a lot of people I know who haven't seen Recettear before. It's something to do. But yeah, again, I'm having fun. I'm hoping you guys have a lot of fun too with it. And I'm probably gonna shut up about it now, get back to the dungeon. Yeah. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Ooh, scrap. I am getting all these really weak sauce items. It's not fun. I mean, it is funny. It's funny for you guys. It's not funny for me. Well, probably a little funny for me too. But I was expecting better. I always get these really lame items, and I don't know why. Sometimes I really feel random number generators, they do not like me. That's good. Alright, over 100 HP now. Building it up, building it up. Ow. That's good, the levels are getting a little bit bigger, so more room to explore. Of course, more enemies to speak of. Taiyaki, I'll take that. Taiyaki. That was from, I remember Taiyaki from one of those episodes from one of those animes, I forget. It was Yakitate Japan and the Taiyaki that they had to make. That's a good anime, suggest watching it. Yakitate Japan. You can find some clips of it on YouTube. And I suggest watching it. It's funny, it has a lot of Japanese culture puns. It's, a lot of turns on phrases and those sort of things. If you like Japanese culture, it's something to watch. Oh, that's a good item. I'll take that. I'll also take this too. But yeah, look how big the levels are getting. That's pretty amazing. In one way, it was one of my main gripes of the dungeons, was they got so big. And then you can't really speed through them as effectively because, as I think as Tier said earlier in the game, every time you step into a dungeon is random, so there's no quick set way to do it other than try to bum rush through it, and it sort of takes the purpose out of it for me. You know, you want to explore, but it gets so big, there's just too much. I wonder how many items I could carry too. That's a good question. I'm 20, so like I'm already reaching my limit of items, and it's only the second floor. I already reached my limit, and it's the second floor, so I'm gonna dump some of these slime fluids. Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but I know as you level up, you get higher merchant levels, you supposedly could bring out more. But right now, because I'm doing so much haggling, I won't be able to pick up that many items out, which is lame. It's lame, but because I know you can actually take up to like 30 or even 35 items. You have to level up there first, which is irritating, but it's worth it. But to level up, you have to sell, and you can't haggle too much. You have to build those chains. And I haven't been doing a good job building chains. I think. I still need one of those slime livers, and I am not getting those, so you have to fight the king slime for it. I might do a boss rush in a future episode, and just try to grind for it, so I could get that young priest kid off my back, you know, and actually have him happy and turn him into a customer. Because it's sort of awkward to see him come in now, and you guys are probably wondering, oh, you know, Zoloft, you should just do the quest. I know I should do the quest. Lazy. I can be lazy too, so I can't carry anymore. So there we go. I'm gonna drop one of those slime fluids. So many slime fluids. There we go. Oh, that's even crappier. Goodness. Although it's an item, I mean it's a treasure, so it does qualify for selling items. Sweet. That was cool. But yeah, that girl, that purple-haired girl earlier in the episode, Yuria, she's gonna come by and she is just going to sell you absurd items and demand 300 to 500% markup. So she's able to get away with things that I can't as the item shop's owner. However, there are going to be instances where she will try to sell you items that really are rare or don't exist normally. And this game actually has an encyclopedia of items. So it's not like you get an achievement for filling it out, but it's a nice completionist thing that players have, where you could purchase items to say fill in pages there. So there could be items that could also do things like upgrade your store, and she might be the only person in the game that sells it. So that means you have to pay really inflated prices for it. It's really frustrating because also this is really frustrating because I'm getting beat down by slime, but it's really frustrating to see her like jack up prices and you can't do anything about it. I was going to say something worse than this, but you know, I'm going to try to keep her family friendly, but you can't do anything about it. So she's in play now. If I actually avoided the plaza for the game, she would not be in play, and I could just not worry about her. But what's the fun in that? I want to treat the game a little bit normally, and I hadn't gone outside of the store in a couple days, so Reset and even Tier might be feeling a bit of the log cabin fever, but warp, great warp. That just took me clear across the level. I'll just go to the next one. I don't know what I'm missing. Something. Missing something. So yeah, I really like the Zelda sprite thing. Louie's shield hand is always the right facing. I mean, it's a mirror image, so of course I forgot how to say it there. It's like a mirror image. And he changes, it looks like he changes his hand in his sword hand, and that's a shout out to Zelda. Really cool. So Carpe Fulgum is actually a really great company. I mean, a really great, yeah, group. I don't know if they're a company or what their official designation is, but they do a lot of the translations for these sort of games, and they did the translation for Recettear, and they did translations for other Japanese games, like Chantalise. And they do really, they don't do like the boneheaded translations that you see in a lot of other games. They actually do a really decent job, and I think the group is consisted of 2 people. So it's a very small group of people, two individuals, and they put in the time and effort to deliver really great translation. Or, if not really great, really entertaining, which is the same thing. So, I'm gonna pick up this ring, purity ring. These sell for quite a decent amount of money. So it's yeah, I really, again, even after all these years after release, I still appreciate the work that they put in. They did a really good job. I've also been thinking about other games too. Recettear, you might see a few of my other videos on here right now. Recettear, Tales of the Borderlands is a relatively recent one. This is 2015. Ooh, crystal. I'll take that. Tales of the Borderlands, so water crystal. It's there's a lot of other games out there that I'm more than happy to explore. I'm thinking about it. Might do gonna see maybe what the reception is to a bigger RPG, like I was thinking Final Fantasy 7 or 8. Used to love those games, so it's a bit of a throwback for me. But, raincoat, so it's not much of a difference. But, it's gonna depend on, what the viewers want. I'm happy to take suggestions, and I don't know if I could guarantee doing the suggestion, but happy to take it. I had some old uploads too. I could do some horror games. I did Among Us Sleep, not the most hardcore horror, but I definitely could do that. There are a lot of other games out there I could do. And I'm looking forward to doing them. It's been very fun. It's been a very fun experience, I have to say. So, looks like I'm gonna get through the level pretty unhurt. Gonna start making my way back to the exit. Although, judging from... I am full of items, so don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just, what do I call it? I might explore the rest of the level first. We'll see. Sometimes I lose myself in my train of thought. It's the old ADHD thing. A little bit of ADHD sprinkled in, so my thoughts tend to go really, really quick. I'm gonna have to work on that a bit. He took a lot of hits, that slime dude. Level's really big. There we go, doing well. Walnut bread. I might take that and just use it. I'm not gonna drag it out of the dungeon with me, but I am gonna use it. I'm just gonna clear out the initial area so I don't have to feel like I'm using it. Then I get hurt later. Just swap. Use it. That looks like I have another walnut bread in my inventory, so I'm gonna use that if I run into another chest. There we go. Ah, jeez, that was a bad gamble. I should have just taken the engagement there. That was not, okay. Great. So Charm, I was messing around with Charm a little bit earlier, and she has the ability to parry. So I was messing around with her on another game save file that I have on my laptop. She can actually parry attacks, so it's very interesting to show. I'm gonna stick with Louie just until I finish paying off the debt. Then we'll see what happens if I can get some videos of Charm and other players in as well, because I think that would be really fun. Ah, goodness, all these lousy items, like old mufflers and all those sort of things. What happened to the vases? I remember getting a vase, like one of those main vases from a treasure chest in one of the earlier dungeons. I just made my game so much easier. Sometimes you guys probably feel it too, all of y'all who are recorders. You'll play and then you'll see things that normally never happen to you, and then as soon as you stop recording, good things happen, and it's really frustrating. So it's a gauntlet. So this is gonna be a bot, like a enemy rush sort of thing. Looking good so far. There we go. Oh, sheesh. Some decent items are dropping, at least. Not the old mufflers and all those junk crap items, you know. Ah, jeez, I'm getting beat down. I'm about to run through the level too and figure out what I can carry in and out. But I think I'm gonna make it. Unless I royally mess up, which is a possibility. It's always a possibility when I'm playing. Royal mess-ups are not uncommon when I play. It looks like a few monsters are still around. There we go. I am going to go pick back through the items. I know the exit is somewhere around up there, so I'm going to pick up some of the items. Have to do a little bit of comparison, so bear with me, it might look a little boring. Have to do some inventory management, but it'll pay off. So, it'll pay off in the long run, so I'm gonna dump this unthankful statue. I don't even know why the dungeon gave it to me. It's just awful luck. Yeah, I'll just use it. 1, 2, fin fan. And then I'm gonna just quickly check elsewhere what I have. How much is water crystal? Water crystal is really nice, so I'm gonna drop something else here. Eat the apple. Take the water crystal. And I think that's it. I remember. Oh, taiyaki. Do I have something I could drop for the taiyaki? Let's see here. Toothpicks. Only one toothpick. I want to take that just in case I don't have any drop anti-venom. Okay. We are good. Excellent. Return to town. It's always great to see Kane back alive. Okay, so, Recette's probably really tired, so, we could still do one bout of selling before the end of the episode. Looks like prices did not change as I was gone, so we could do that. Let's do that. Got the foodstuffs. Yes, I got the foodstuffs. You got the money?
れなんかどうでしょう。いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございます。
Alright,
レ
good.
ベルアップ。
Level up.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
Let's see what we got here. I have her on the shell chest plate, so we'll do that. Do
これ
that.
ですよ、これ。
いいわね。
いくらにしようかな。
あたしは粘るわよ
いくらに。しようかな。
わかったわ。
ありがとうございまし
Negotiations were successful. They were aggressive negotiations.
た。いらっしゃいませ。
これくれ。
Not
いく
really,
ら
no.
にしようかな。
Not really aggressive.
まあそのくらい
I just felt like saying that.
売れたよ。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございま
Of course I
した。
could provide.
へへいらっしゃい
Are
ま
she-
せ。これですよ、これ。いくら
Ba-da-ba.
にしようかな。ありがとうございました。
That's why you carry those cheap items around. Always keep a surplus of those cheap items.
いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございました。
A wool hat.
売れた
Your
よ。
wife has taste. Good taste.
いらっしゃいませ。おーす。いくらにしようかな。ありがとうございました。売れたよ。
With that evil giggle, I'm gonna end the episode here. So, leave a like, favorite it, feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, tell me what you like and you don't like. And as always, I'll see you in the next episode.